have issues. I'm not Will.
Jessica,
Yep.
what is the first headline of the day?
A woman sues after Facebook romance fails.
Okay.
Okay, so
No, you know, I'm just kidding.
so she's suing for $8,000 in damages after a sparked romance on Facebook failed. She met the man during a game of Mafia Wars. She's
Quality men are there.
absolutely. Cheryl is 50 years old, and Weil is 35. She says that they were
How old is she?
50,
And how old is he?
35.
Maybe she should have known something.
Maybe she should get off Facebook and stop playing Mafia
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah,
She's
take care of your
seeking-
grandkids.
She's
Yeah.
seeking repayment for the gifts that she bought them during their 6-month
Yeah.
relationship.
What did she buy him?
Digital camera
Okay.
Okay.
and Seattle Mariners home opener tickets.
That's pretty good.
That
Yeah.
is.
That's pretty solid.
And who's she suing? She's suing him?
Or she's doing Facebook?
She's suing him.
Oh.
Oh.
Like they were
How can you put a price on a broken heart?
right. They were I guess like internet lovers. I don't know.
They didn't
They-
actually meet?
No, not yet. And then
They
they
were
decided that they were
interlovers.
going to meet. So she went and she bought tickets. And then
Yeah.
like 2 days before she was supposed to leave, he said, "Oh, don't come because I have a new girlfriend."
Wow.
So what? She got dumped.
And
Thanks for the
so-
tickets.
Yeah.
Right. And then he went on Facebook and then like said really bad things about her. So now she's
What can
suing
you say?
for, like,
I was leaning on a
defamation.
50-year-old and I'm a good person.
High fives around. How
Something
many
like
likes
that.
is this one going to get?
Yeah.
Just
So-
screwed over a 50-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Very happy. Now I'm going to go to the Mariners game. Who wants
Oh, he's
what?
35. He's like, I think I'm too young to have step-grandchildren.
Yeah. Okay, so scientists in a new study have determined that stinky socks can help fight malaria.
Yeah.
Smelly socks.
How
Smelly
does this
socks attract mosquitoes.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So they think that by creating the scent, the mosquitoes can come to a specific area and then they can kill them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay? So this is over 15 years of research to come
Well
up.
spent.
Absolutely.
Well spent.
Absolutely well spent.
That explains why I got so many mosquitoes flying around my locker at work.
This explains why I had malaria. I got malaria as a kid and didn't get cured. Because this is where they're spending the money.
Yes.
on
Well, there's
research.
220 million new
Yeah.
cases of malaria each year, and 800,000 of them die.
Yeah.
Oh, don't mind me. I just went to go grab a wine cooler.
Oh, that's good.
That's the last one. What are you doing?
Yeah, it is the last one.
Oh, I hate you.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah, stinky socks malaria.
Siggy socks and
Thank
malaria.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's
Riveting.
crazy.
So a Brazilian.
Oh, hang on. What was that, Andrew?
Wow, yeah, that's
So
crazy.
my mother died, and then I got stabbed in the face.
Well, yeah, that's wild. That's crazy.
Is that you?
That's me when
That's
I'm not.
him when he's
I
not
don't
paying
listen.
attention.
Yeah, that's you at the second half of the show.
Yeah.
So a
Wow,
Brazilian
it's
boy attracts
crazy.
metal objects.
What do you mean? He's magnetic?
Like Magneto.
Yeah, like a fork and a knife stuck to his
Are
body.
you kidding me?
Yeah, he's a magnet
Where's
boy.
he from?
Brazil.
Yeah.
I thought
He's
he'd be from
11 years
Germany.
old.
Why doesn't this
Brazil.
ever happen in the United States? All these things, like the kid born with the hand on their head and
Yeah.
I
the
don't know.
15
this, like, great
legs
stuff
and
ever
the-
happens to us.
the magnet boy. Like, this doesn't happen in this country. It always happens.
Malnutrition. That's why these things happen in other
You
countries.
think malnourished children are
Get
magnetic?
magnetic?
Yes, they're becoming. This is why they're getting the leg up on us. This is why China and India are beating us.
Because of
We got to stop giving our kids vitamins. Let's see what they develop.
He's a Brazilian mutant.
Yeah, he's a mutant.
So
Magneto.
a Florida man
El
faces,
Maneto.
Magnetinho.
faces animal cruelty charges
what did he do?
after leaving a car filled with goats, roosters, pigeons, guinea pigs, and ducks out in.
What is he making? Noah's Ark?
Is he slow roasting them?
Here's the ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
We don't know why.
Mhm.
Why
but
he did this?
Why he did this. But police were called
I was
after they
hungry.
passersby heard crying coming from inside the van. So they thought it was a baby. And when police arrived, they obviously, broke
was a
into the
goat.
van, and it was
Meh.
it was goats, roosters, pigeons, guinea pigs, and ducks.
Oh, were they dead?
So it was 8 roosters, 4 guinea hens.
That's
That's what it says, 4 guinea hens.
More mutants.
4 pigeons.
Italian children.
So
Italian
everything's
children.
Everything. 4 pigeons, 1 duck, And then
Stop staring at me, Coco.
one of the goats died. There were 4 goats, but they were all tied up in plastic bags, and one of the goats was dead.
Oh, that's so sad.
That's
That's
unfortunate.
awful.
What a horrible person. Why did he do this?
Those damn.
I don't know. There was 2 guys. They were both they were arrested.
Well, what the heck were they trying to do?
We have no idea. They were like 4 of every animal,
Noah's Ark.
and they were in like
Why 4 of every animal? That's not Noah's Ark at all. That's like an animal orgy.
It's
This
two-
was as
it's
far as they
2
got.
Noah's Arks. Well, it is 2 men.
Yeah,
So
in
maybe
a Dodge Caravan.
Maybe they each wanted their own ark.
In case one of
Okay.
them's retarded.
Hey, if your Ark don't work out, mine will.
See, I'd bite their necks.
He's like a goat
What the hell
eating
is
paper. All right, so a child was found home alone with 19 snakes. A
Oh, great.
28-year-old was arrested after allegedly leaving his child home alone with nearly 24 snakes.
These
in
guys forgot to
Suffolk
pick them up.
County.
They forgot to
Suffolk,
pick up the
Virginia.
snakes.
They forgot the
They
snake.
forgot the snakes.
Who leaves their children with?
The 7-year-old son called the
guys.
police to let them know.
The child calls that my asshole parents left me with a boa constrictor.
Hey, my asshole parents left me with all these snakes. They didn't think I didn't know how to call 911.
One of the snakes included a 14-foot python.
Oh, wow.
This guy calls
That's
says,
okay, you know-
yo, my man, go to my house and let me kill him a snake.
Is
Is
that what-
this the plastic surgeon?
Dr. Jimenez, is that you?
No, man, I'm the guy who make the snake and the animals. I bring them somewhere.
What were you doing with those animals?
I was hungry.
Were you used to did you do plastic
I love
surgery in the
animals to eat.
past?
Delicious. Snake is the best.
All right, well, so 19. Although I will tell you that my father left the pit bull in charge to watch me,
babysit you.
to
Yeah.
babysit me.
That explains so much.
So
That
much,
is
right?
so much,
So
yeah.
much.
Like when I say hello and you just growl at me, that makes so much sense.
Like that. I growl.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So-
what?
I growl.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes I have moments where I forget that we're live on air. Anyway, so somebody was charged with
Paw?
what?
Paw.
Good girl.
There we go. There
All
we go.
right. So they actually have arrested somebody in the case of the little boy that was murdered and cut into a bajillion pieces in Brooklyn.
That is crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you know about the story,
Yeah,
right?
I do. I do know about this story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we think about this? The 8-year-old Levi Katsky.
Well, Coco has a ridiculous idea that Casey Anthony's responsible for this.
Yes, any child that gets killed from now on is Casey
Is
Anthony's
Casey's
fault.
Yeah.
She gets around a lot then. That must mean there's a lot of travel.
No, I mean, it's like, you know how you attribute certain
She was
things to people?
influenced. The guy was influenced by Casey
No,
Anthony.
well, it's like, oh, well, he pulled a Casey Anthony.
he pulled the case.
He's trying to get away with it.
So when
Casey Anthony didn't chop up a child
yeah, she
and
did.
put it in the
She
freezer.
kept
I
her
know,
together
but it was still
in
killed
one
him.
piece.
that humanitarian her.
Yes.
Oof.
Well, Levi Aaron was charged. He's pleading not guilty. He's 35 years old, and his ex says that he was.
Is
a
this one on
butcher.
Facebook? His ex.
His yes.
I bought him Mariner tickets. Why is he so upset? Oh, he's chopping Jewish kids up.
Yeah, the
That's
boy
fine.
had gotten lost in Borough Park and had asked Aaron for help. Now, what's the saddest part about the story is that the child was never left alone. He was always with his parents, and he begged and pleaded with his parents to allow him to walk home from summer camp by himself, because all of his other friends were allowed to walk home by themselves. And so he begged and begged and begged, and he said, please, I'm 8 years old. I really think that I can do this on my own. And so they had decided that they would go ahead and
Obviously,
allow
he
him.
couldn't.
This was the first day.
No, I mean,
Obviously, he couldn't.
his mother was going to meet him like halfway.
But you know what?
Halfway.
But
And
here,
so-
let me
She
tell
said,
you something.
"Fine, let's
9
meet
years
halfway."
old. 9 years old.
Yeah.
You should not be walking around by yourself.
You never
This
walked
is-
around at
Not in
9?
Brooklyn.
No,
No.
never.
Not
no.
in Brooklyn.
Not even you?
And
I
I'm
was
from the
13.
suburbs.
Really? I walked alone everywhere.
11th grade. No,
11th
11th grade.
17, they let me walk home.
17 years old. I was allowed to walk out of the house. No, 6th grade, 7th grade,
I wasn't allowed.
6th grade.
I wasn't allowed to
Really?
go down the block, and there was like
Yeah, but you live in the hood. People were shot and killed.
but there were corner stores like down, like if you walked down like maybe 3-4 blocks, there was like stores all along Jamaica Avenue, and I wasn't allowed to go to any of the stores until I was
Yeah, because no
13
pets
years old.
allowed.
No, dude. I mean, my
13 years
school,
old.
the school that I went to as a kid was about 3 blocks from my house.
Mhm.
My mother drove us every day until I was in like, was it like 7th grade?
That explains a
Well,
lot.
you know, it's interesting though, because
No,
the
but-
chancellors of school says that in 3rd grade you are permitted to walk alone. So 8-year-olds
That needs
are
to be revised.
permitted to walk alone
That needs to be revised.
in the city, and that's everywhere in the state of anywhere in the city of New York. So this child, if he,
I
went
thought you were
public
going to say the
school-
state of Israel, which I thought was a little wrong on your end.
No, so this 8-year-old,
Ariel Sharon is extremely upset that one of his people did this to one of his people.
That I would imagine.
Yitzhak Rabin is furious.
all right, so this child,
Yasser Arafat's happy though. He's very thrilled.
Also dead.
Yeah, oh, is
Also-
he? He's
Seriously
dead.
though, this shit disgusts me so much, man. I hate hearing about this. shit.
Benjamin Netanyahu is furious.
yeah.
I know my Israeli prime ministers.
You do. You
Yeah.
have them all down.
I know them all.
All right, well,
Do you know any of the presidents?
Bob Dole.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Okay. So this child was chopped up into little pieces, and parts of him were placed inside of a suitcase
So
that was
sick.
thrown inside of a dumpster, and his feet were found in Ziploc bags inside of Aaron's
In the
freezer.
freezer.
Do you know why? Like, do we know why this guy would have done this?
We're
He had a
thinking
foot
of
fetish.
sexual reasons. That's
Oh, is
they're
that
saying.
what they're saying? Like, he got
there's-
off at-
No,
on
they
this?
said it could be.
They could be.
Yeah,
It
but
could
I
be.
mean, but here's the thing: if
Some guys want
This
a
is
frozen
a-
foot job from 8-year-old feet.
but this is like a crazy thing to go out and do. It's not like flashing yourself. You know what I mean?
What are
Like,
the chances, though? What are the chances of this happening to somebody? Like, it's like 0%. It's like 0.1%, and it happens. to this
unless
kid.
it happens and we don't know.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying.
Unless, like, the oldies missing kids go. This is what happens.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
I mean,
Oh.
but it's also kind of crazy to think that this day and age, that like kids will still go into a stranger's car. Because I remember like growing up in the 80s, never go into a stranger's car, always have a safe word and all that stuff.
what was your
Right.
safe word?
No, well, I mean, they actually
I had a
didn't
safe
start,
word.
What was
They
your
didn't
safe
start
word?
the safe word.
Lamborghini.
They didn't start the
That
safe
would be your
word.
safe word.
Swear
They
to
didn't start
God.
the safe word until like the 90s. But like when I was a kid in the 80s,
Yeah.
it's like never go home with strangers. Never, it's like they show you like scary ass commercials.
Tell us about when you were a kid in the 20s. What was that?
When
like?
I was a kid in the
roaring
20s,
Yeah.
in the 20s,
Kids
they
went
had-
missing all the time.
We did it every week.
Nobody winked an eye at a missing child.
They always told us not to drink bootleg,
They told us never to get into a horse and carriage.
but smoke cigarettes because they're good for you.
I mean, but here's the thing, the parents are somewhat responsible. I mean, let's not forget about that.
How so?
You're allowing a 9-year-old to go walk the streets of
Hey,
Brooklyn by yourself.
The kid asked.
Doesn't matter. So you're the parent. You say absolutely not.
Mm.
You're living in Brooklyn. You're not living in the suburbs.
To pin the blame on them is really it's
I'm not putting the blame on them, but you know what? You have to be a responsible parent sometimes.
you
And it was their responsibility. If they told the kid absolutely not,
Mhm.
you're way too young to go walking around the place, this
Yeah.
would not have happened.
No, but I mean that's
Of
a little.
course
it's
it
a
wouldn't
little-
happen.
it's a
This is
little
New York
extreme
City.
To say a lot of the blame is on them. Maybe a little bit.
50%.
What's
No,
the
not
other
50%.
50?
Really? You don't think 50%? This was their
No,
judgment
because,
call.
the
An
kid,
8-year-old and 9-year-old has no idea what life is like. They should know.
You didn't know what life was like at 8, 9 years old?
I think that
The Wonder Years. That's what I based everything.
I knew
thought I
it
was in
wasn't
the
good
60s.
to drink
Okay.
and drive. I knew that you shouldn't smoke weed or do any kind of drugs or eat brownies at some crazy.
I was
dude's
14 when I
house.
realized that the Vietnam War is not happening.
Not anymore.
Anymore.
No, yeah.
No,
you know
that-
what I'm saying? It's like it's really sad because like, let's not forget Adam, right?
Mhm.
John Walsh's
John
kid.
Walsh's kid.
Yeah.
The mother turned away for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
but here's the thing: the mother was still there. The mother didn't tell him
Right,
to
that's what
walk
I'm
home.
saying though. That's what I'm saying though. If it can happen in that like little bit amount of time, it can happen on a walk home, obviously.
50% to the parents? Who's the other
I don't know
50?
if
so-
you
hang
put
on,
50%
hang on,
on the
hang on.
parents.
I just got the results from today's Big Brother.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Okay.
Don't do that to me.
Okay.
Come on, who wants to talk about that?
No, 50% goes to the parents and 50% goes to the guy that killed him.
Mm.
No, you know what? It's all the kid's fault.
There we go. That's better.
No, the parent. 50% to the parents, 50% to the animal that did this. But
why
the parents.
50%? Why so much to the parents?
I'll tell you why. I would never. I have a kid. I will never let my 8-year-old, 9-year-old walk home.
7 blocks in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely not.
No, I agree.
Would you let him do 7 blocks here?
No.
I wouldn't either.
No.
No, dude, I totally
Jessica went to
agree.
walk the dog. I kid you not. This is how screwed up I am. Walked the dog.
Mm-hmm.
She came home. I was in the shower. I thought she was still out. An hour went by.
Yeah.
I started panicking. I put my shoes on. I went up and down the block because I thought she was kidnapped and killed.
Are you serious?
But I mean,
Yeah.
I was upstairs.
it's
Yeah.
not-
I was upstairs.
it's kind of a harsh like punishment for the parents, though.
What
To be like-
punishment is that?
It's like, oh, you decide.
but you know what? This
no,
was
it's like
your
you decide to
choice.
let your kid
Yeah.
walk home. I'm killing him and
No,
taking his feet as a trophy.
No, it's not because they let the kid walk,
No,
but
what's the
things
sad
like
thing
this
is
happen.
that we live in a society where there are these crazy maniacs out there that kill. But knowing that there are these crazy maniacs out there that kill, you shouldn't be letting your kid walk home alone. I think that's your point.
Yeah.
No, I get
So,
it.
It's not the parents' fault.
But here's the like I remember
I just think
I was a kid. I remember I was a kid, and I think I was maybe 8, 9.
Did you have a
Same age.
goatee?
I did have a goatee.
Okay, that's probably why.
And I would my 5 o'clock shadow is coming in during the show. This wasn't here.
Like
I'm
20
sorry.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my friends would walk home. One of my friends, Joseph, he lived up the block from me. And he
Mhm.
would walk home by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked my mother, "Can I please walk home? Can I please walk home? Can I
Yeah.
please walk?" She said, "Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot walk home."
Mm-hmm.
And I was upset. I said, "I want to walk home. I want to walk home."
Yeah.
He had an issue. He got hit by a car crossing
Really?
the street down
Dead?
the block from me. No,
Dead.
not that. Like hit him.
Yeah.
And then I realized. I remember I was like 8, 9 years old. I said, "Oh my God! You know what? She has a point.
Mhm.
That could have been me." And I lived like up the block from the school. Right, the school up the block.
Yeah.
And he lived couple houses down.
What happened to Joseph?
He's dead.
He's dead now. He's actually like some big wig hedge fund guy. So.
Maybe you should have gotten hit by
Maybe
a
I
maybe
should have
should've
gotten
gotten
hit by
hit by the car.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe a
But-
couple cars would have helped.
But I mean, like, things happen, and you shouldn't leave an 8-year-old to walk around.
No,
Mm.
At that
I know,
age.
I know. It's just.
It's such an unfortunate chance. That's really what it
Exactly.
comes
But there
to.
is a
just-
chance. If I told you, Kunal, you go stand in the street, and
Mhm.
in all seriousness, I
Yeah.
said, there's a 20% chance a car is going to hit you.
Yeah.
Would you go stand in the street?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If I told you there's a 1% chance your child is going to get raped, murdered, and chopped up into bits if you let them walk, would you let your child walk?
Is it a 1% chance of that happening?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it?
1%.
So out of 100 kids, one's gonna get abducted.
Maybe.
Abducted, yes.
Well, how
Or
many
not.
kids-
Maybe not. Abducted. The
How
word
many-
that
Okay,
you
a
used.
point, a
Abducted?
0.5%.
Yeah, maybe one of them kids are gonna get educated.
Yeah.
I don't know,
All right,
we'd
what
have
else
to-
do we
We'd
have?
have to look up those stats. All right, so a sister just found out that she's been a sisters.
One of your sisters?
No, sisters.
Sister.
Those sisters. Tia and
Damn,
Samara
I
Laurie.
missed you.
I missed you.
All right, sisters just found out that their mother was buried at the wrong gravesite,
Oh,
and they've
no.
been visiting a stranger's headstone for 20 years.
That's amazing.
How do you find this out? Like, do you just say, you know what? Can you dig my mother out? I just want to make sure that's her.
Hey, I think I let her borrow
What
my
are you
watch.
doing at my headstone? By the way, are they black?
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Pass the photo.
I had no clue.
Well,
That racist voice was spot on.
well,
Good pat on the back, Andrew.
Good job, Andrew.
I'm Barry Horowitzing myself right now.
She looks like
Way to
Leroy.
call
She
it as
looks-
it is.
She looks like Leroy.
All right.
She looks pissed.
so she had gone to the cemetery,
She's so angry.
Yeah, she
She's
went
so
to
angry.
management at the cemetery and said that
Motherfucker.
she was
Well, is that a Muppet or is that the mother?
the
That's
mother.
it's a Muppet.
So she went to the cemetery management
It's
people.
Miss Piggy on
and,
BET.
and said that she was very upset about the headstone and it was in disrepair and they really needed to fix the
Yeah.
area around the headstone.
Mhm.
When they went to look up the file, they said, that's not your mother's headstone. Your mom is actually buried a few plots over.
Who cares?
Who cares? So what?
Yeah.
So they visited her over 100 times in the last 3 years.
Oh, you know what? Does it matter though? You take the active effort to visit somebody at a cemetery. That's a lot of work,
I think it's
You
selfish
put
to
my
be
mom
buried.
in the wrong spot.
right?
I think it's extremely selfish. You're taking this land
yeah.
Yeah.
because you're dead. You're using even as a dead person.
Abusing is a dead
Abusing.
Using and abusing.
I told you what I want. I want an action figure of me made,
yeah.
and I want my head to open up, my hair, and I want my ashes poured inside.
And who will keep the toy? Your kid?
Generations.
Passed down from
Passed down from generation to generation.
until one opens up the toy.
Dude,
Yeah.
how big of an action figure is it going to be like
and,
that?
and a tornado comes up and it's me.
You're a genie.
Grant them 3 wishes.
I have Andrew Zarian's
but you can't wish
ashes.
for more wishes.
Be like in
And a
half
horrible thing happens every time you wish.
Be like in half.
You
baked.
try to convince them to wish you back to life, and they're
Yeah.
like, "No, this genie's an asshole."
Yeah, he's gonna be like the hard of hearing genie, because he doesn't know how to spell. He's like, oh, I thought you said.
It's a genie trying to score Prozac and pot
And
brownie.
pot brownies. Wish for me to have Vicodin.
Let me get some Vicodin. Why are you a ghost?
I don't know.
Yeah, what is
why am I
that?
ghost in Transylvania?
Yeah, why?
All right, I don't know. This imaginary world.
All right,
went
so parents
somewhere
face up to 35 years in jail after
else. Letting their kid walk home and getting killed.
after their pet python,
Yeah.
which they treated like a puppy, squeezed their 2-year-old daughter to death
Oh
God
my
damn it,
God.
Casey Anthony.
Another dead child.
in Florida.
Yeah.
She got around quick. That
Damn
was
it,
funny.
Casey.
Damn
Yeah,
you, Broward
they
County.
found their daughter Cheyenne.
What color car did they have?
A red. I'll tell you what. A red Sunfire.
Of course they did.
It smells like there's been a damn body.
A blue neon.
Yo, my man, you found my snake.
So Cheyenne, it was found dead in her cot. Why was she in a cot?
A cot?
A cot, not a crib, but a cot.
What the hell are they doing?
And
with
Ever
the-
slept in a cot?
The
No.
snake.
It's
Well,
the
we
most
use
miserable thing in the world.
the crib for
The
our
snake
boa.
named Gypsy
Damn gypsies.
well,
was found coiled around her.
we put our kid in a
Dead.
cot because where do you expect the python to sleep?
Where's
Whoa.
the?
Look at these winners. Look at this guy, this girl, and this guy.
Oh my God. There we go.
Let me look at him.
Oh yeah, I'll get both.
Damn it,
photos
Casey.
up.
Let's see. Oh yeah, they're from Florida. These two are definitely from Florida. If I saw them, you know who she looks like? The girl?
A fat Casey
No,
Anthony.
no, the
She
girl
looks like
from
the girl
Nurse
from-
Jackie.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at
a
her.
little bit.
Look,
Yeah.
they
guy
they
looks
arrested
like
the
the-
python. They
They
arrested
did.
the python.
The guy
Put it in
looks
handcuffs.
like the father from Teen Mom,
Let me see.
the one that they like fight all the time.
I don't know. They all look the same.
And this is them crying because they're so innocent. They had
You get a
nothing to
lot of
do.
pictures out of this.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like 1,000
Yeah,
pictures. Of
wasted
this.
all my income.
Because
Stupid Broward
because
County.
Jess knows how much.
What
we
county
hate.
are they from?
Not from Broward
They're
County.
always
hate-
from Broward
we
They're
County.
from Pinellas County.
Right off
Dude,
the
how
A1A.
much more hit can you get? You come out while your snake is getting arrested with no shirt on.
I know.
With your fat, disgusting, filthy belly,
My
fucking
snake's
covering
getting
half of your
arrested.
wife and your other daughter.
My snake just got
I
arrested
don't know
on
how
morning.
many. I don't know how many of his kids he's got hidden underneath his belly.
Hey,
flap.
Kiefer, we need to bail out Gypsy.
What I don't understand is
Gypsy's been arrested.
Well, we ain't got the money for that. We're gonna have to bust her out.
we're going to have to put up the house again. Why are there
We're gonna have to put up our
But
trailer.
where will I get the other $15?
there are 8 people outside? One guy has an umbrella.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have.
Who is that guy? It's a monster-size umbrella. He's the only one with an umbrella. The other guys are
gonna-
handling snakes, and he's
Well-
like, "I'm not getting wet."
How are we gonna get the snake out? At least we don't need the count anymore. We could sell that.
All right, what else do we have?
Oh my God! All right, so a Russian man tried to rob a hair salon, but ended up as the victim when the female shop owner overpowered him, tied him up naked, and used him as a sex slave for 3 days, feeding him only Viagra.
How the hell did this happen?
Picture.
First of all-
There's no
Holy
picture, they covered her
bejesus,
face.
they
Can I
covered
ask
her
you-
face.
Can I ask you how often
like
has
Japanese
she
porn. They can't
how
show it to
often
you.
has she done this? Because she has
Like a stack
an
of
unlimited
Viagra.
a lifetime supply of Viagra. Who
She
carries
comes
Viagra with them in their shop?
Anytime a guy comes in there, it's like, oh, a man. Locks him up, feeds him Viagra's.
Oh my God, this is insanity.
Ridiculous,
Do
right?
you think she could be hot?
She could definitely.
she could totally be hot.
Totally be hot. Look at her.
She could also be cross-eyed.
Oh, she could. I
She
thought
could also be bee
She
sting.
could also be.
she
She could also be like. Yeah. that's what she
yeah. I thought
What
her.
she said.
I thought her eyes weren't blurred out when I saw this picture. I'm like, holy hell.
Man,
It's like, wow, she's got some big, beautiful eyes.
Imagine she's got like Cyclops eyes. She shoots beams out of them.
someone threw acid in her face.
When she visit a Muslim country.
I was about to say that. I was gonna. You just thinking I said her Muslim husband threw acid in her face.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, stereotypes.
Yeah.
All right, so a
racism.
new author is claiming that Hitler used to give blow-up sex dolls to Nazi soldiers.
Really?
This new
How nice of
claim
him.
is a belief that Adolf Hitler supplied Aryan blow-up dolls to discourage his troops from sleeping with disease-ridden French prostitutes.
You know-
Nah.
You want to know why, right?
Why? What?
On the why they have this story about Hitler, right?
Why?
History Channel. Hitler Week is coming up. They've run out of everything.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah.
gonna make up lies about Hitler.
Dude, it's just the Hitler channel now.
Sorry.
What was
I
that?
don't know. I clicked on something.
All right, so Canadian parents were wrongly convicted of killing their children.
Mm-hmm.
Only in Canada will you not commit a crime and get accused of it. We're killing our kids. They're getting accused, and they didn't even do it.
That's what happens when you leave your doors unlocked.
Damn it, Casey.
She made it. To Canada.
They've been,
Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
Casey.
You just killed my joke. That was
This
it.
is
Just
funnier.
Casey A.
All right.
All right, so they were freed from prison after they made some errors in the autopsy.
Did the kid pay the bail?
No.
Oh.
She spent 13 years in prison after convicted for killing her 2-year-old son.
Oh my God.
And last month they actually overturned it because they said it was a mistake in the autopsy and that they actually weren't murdered, that they died of natural causes.
All of them? What? There is no natural
2-year-old.
cause for a 2-year-old to die.
A 2-year-old child.
What kind of natural cause did the 2-year-old die
You
from?
can
Old
die
age?
at 2 years old.
Yeah, you
Like,
could.
but
Wait,
what though?
aneurysm,
Old
you
age?
can die
It's
of.
not natural causes.
An
That's-
aneurysm isn't a natural cause.
Yeah, but then how are they accused of murder if it was an aneurysm?
Tornado.
I didn't ask.
That's a
You must
natural
ask
cause.
them.
All right, give us 2 more
Earthquake.
stories.
2 more stories.
Canal has to make the train.
I gotta make it home.
Heated argument ended up in a murder-suicide in Queens.
Oh, really?
Oh, you mean another day?
I
Another
read,
day?
I read this today in the paper. This is
Another
like-
sunny day in Queens?
Yeah. In front of his. Okay, a man was fatally shot.
Where in Queens?
In front of a
Just
Pizza
this
Hut
one.
Taco Bell.
Didn't you read it on my Facebook?
No.
The last thing I wrote?
No. I don't follow you.
56
What was the
Road in
update, Coco? I
Flushing.
killed a guy.
No.
I killed a guy.
It was in Flushing?
Yes.
While I'm wearing my Flushing shirt courtesy of the 7line.
Yeah.
If I don't get my shirt, Darren, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I want my shirt.
And I want another.
Yeah. All right.
No, I get 2
I want
or
six.
something.
All right.
But yeah, it was this guy killed his wife and then killed himself. So I said, thank you, OJ and Bryn Hartman.
Bryn Hartman?
Isn't that what?
Phil Hartman's wife.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's an obscure reference.
That he got that from me.
Okay.
I got it from you. But that was like half OJ, half
Okay.
Bryn.
All right. One more story. Come on.
One
just
more?
saying.
Yeah. Let's get the hell out of here.
Fine.
I have to watch
Dropping
Big Brother.
those news stories.
You know,
Yeah.
and I have to pick that up tomorrow.
All right, I'll pick it up. All right, so a woman, this is my favorite news story,
Okay.
is accused of cutting off her husband's penis
Oh.
and then throwing it down the garbage disposal.
Hack. That's so done to death.
Yep.
It's so beat up.
She took a 10-inch knife
Ooh, well,
And
that's
All right, Lorena Bobbitt.
and she cut off the
seriously.
penis. But
Thanks
you know
a lot,
what?
Lorena.
You know what? Lorena did it better with her driving down the highway and throwing it out the window. That
Throw
was
it out the
funny.
She
window.
held the penis in the passenger side
Right.
seat like that.
So she could be in the HRV lane.
She drove like this. Like she.
You know
held
what's the best? The
I think you should've went with
dramatic-
the other story.
the video, like when they redo it, what do they call it?
the dramatic reenactment. Yeah.
When they do it, and the best part is when the guy, the sheriff, finds it and he holds it up. He's like,
Yeah.
or like the dog finds it and the dog bites it and like runs up.
It's in the dog's mouth.
Yeah.
So she's 48 years old and she was booked for aggravated mayhem.
Oh, that's a charge.
I love that charge. False
Just
assault-
mayhem to chop off a man's
By the way,
junk.
false
if I ever go to
imprisonment.
jail, Jess, that is the charge I want, and I will serve proudly with aggravated mayhem.
Aggravated mayhem. False imprisonment, assault with a deadly weapon, administering a drug with the intent to commit a felony, poisoning, and spousal abuse.
Where did this happen?
Orange County.
Florida?
It just says Orange County.
New York,
No.
California.
California.
Probably California.
The OC.
She said she will be held at the Orange County jail.
Oh,
Probably Orange
God, can you imagine? Are
So
they, what are
when
they gonna do
officers
now?
got there, he said he deserved it. I want to know what their fights were like before this. Like, how did it get to that level? Like, what did they do to each other beforehand? Like,
I don't know, but I think
take
you
out the
should-
garbage. Cut your
I
penis
think
off.
I think you should
Shut your damn mouth.
I think you should have went with the killer bear who choked on a sex toy.
It wasn't the bear. It was the owner of
It was
the bear.
the owner of the bear.
Oh, the owner of the bear.
You
Yeah.
want? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
All right. Thank you.
That
guys.
still would have been great though.
I appreciate it. And
So
that
what is
is
the killer
and
bear?
that is the news.
That is the news.
That is
Thank you,
news.
Jessica.
That's
I
nice.
had another demand from our producer Suncast telling me end the effing news correctly this time. Yeah, that was my end to the news.
And
All
And
right.
back to you, Tony, in studio.
and that's the
We're live
news.
on location. We have Kunal Aurora here on set. Kunal.
Somebody just chopped off my penis. They better be going to jail.
You know what the problem with Kunal is? Kunal doesn't smile enough.
He doesn't smile enough.